over here to the Woodlands.
Okay.
Yes.
So what happened when y'all were homeless?
We moved over here to the Woodlands. He had the opportunity to move in with a friend, and we moved into a townhome over here in the Woodlands, and we actually moved to the Woodlands so that Alton could go to a high school in this district. I did my research. I knew that this area was a highly recruited area, and it was always my goal from the time that we moved here to move to this area about time he was in high school. And that happened in his 8th grade year. And I ended up going through some rough times, 3 different times. Although I was gainfully employed, it's just living paycheck to paycheck. And when you have something big come up, you can't kind of get yourself out the hole. And that's what happened. And this last time before then, we wanted to give up, and we wanted to move back to Kansas. And Coach Rush, that was a head coach here at the time, connected us with some great people, with some great resources in the community that helped us out in the community of Conroe. And that afforded us to stay here because he was actually going to do his senior year in Kansas. Or he was going into his junior year, so I was going to say you're just going to graduate from Kansas because I felt like we didn't have any place to go. We were actually living in a hotel off of 45 and Research Forest. So anyway, we moved from that hotel and found stable housing, and that's how it's been. But it was definitely our driving force to stay here was for this moment.
Now, I was
Definitely.
told, correct me if I'm wrong, that for a while, Alton, did you sleep in your car for a while outside of school somewhere?
It wasn't for a while, but there was definitely a few nights that we had to. I try not to think about those times a lot, but if anything, it only bonded me and my family together, and it makes us stronger, and it only makes this moment right now more important.
How did you fight through that? How did you make it through, Alton? And what did your mom mean to you during that situation?
My mom, she's literally the backbone of this family. She's so strong. She's like my everything. Like, she's amazing, and she's just such a strong person, and only rubs off on you. It's like you can't. There's no time for being weak, or not necessarily weak, but like weak-minded. I woke up every day, put a big smile on my face, and I went to school, and I kept working, like I said, for this moment right now.
How many nights do you think you'll have to sleep in a car, sleep away from a hotel or a house?
There was times when we were in a hotel for like months. I think the most like six months in a hotel before.
What about when you didn't even have that?
It was a few nights we'd sleep in the hotel parking lot and try to wait to get the hotel because it was cheaper to get the hotel that next day because of the amount of money. So, and this is, we never really shared this part of our journey with too many people until we got to this moment. So this will be news for a lot of people that knew us and seen us coming to work in the school and going throughout the community, probably not even knowing that this is what we were dealing with and going through as a family. So
when you think about what you've been through, Monica, how much do you treasure this moment that much more?
Oh, I give all glory to God. I cannot do anything but give all glory to Him. It is because of Him and the greatness that He allowed to come out of me through Alton that gave me strength to get through those rough moments, because I had so much faith in God and I had so much hope for the future for Alton. So
how much do you think that's made you the young man you are today, what you've been through?
I would not be the person I am right now, standing today. I'd probably be something similar, but my work ethic and my will to compete and never give up is from those moments back then that we had.
Mm-hmm. Does all that add up?
Humility.
Yes.
Does this add to the weight of this moment, and also your decision maybe to stay and represent some of those people that supported you guys?
Yes, no doubt.
Definitely. And I always say that for him, this was easy for him. He's he's big on loyalty.
Right.
And Houston has been loyal to us.
Extremely.
This city, the community, the spirit of this city has carried us through some rough times. And it's only befitting for my son and the greatness that God has placed in him to give it back to the community, to the city that carried us.
Alton, what does the city of Houston mean to you?
Everything. It means it's so it's so much of it that like I've built a personality here in Houston. I've came out of a shell here in Houston. I've flourished in every single football skill that I have now. It's been flourished in Houston, and it means everything. The city means everything to me.
And what do you want to do when you're done playing football?
I want to be legendary.
After that?
What do I want to do after I'm done playing? I'm sorry. I'm going to go into, I'm going to try to pursue in my major, and I'm going to go into broadcasting. Definitely want to be on TV. I feel like I'm pretty inept to do so.
He get it from his mama.
So what was the moment like when you actually signed your national letter?
Yeah.
It was a really good moment. I knew I wanted to do it. I didn't have no regrets, no like maybe what if this, what if that. I signed it with complete confidence. And, yeah.
Why did you wait till today to announce it?
I guess I just kind of want to build some more around it. Make sure that everybody could come that wanted to come here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So what was that moment like when you signed it? When you look back on it, what will that moment mean to you going forward?
Just it's time to focus. It's time to focus, and like I said, get ready for that game, Texas Tech. I'm going to be in the weight room. Yeah, yes sir, yes sir. I'm going to be in the weight room, lifting as much as I can, running as much as I can, just getting focused.
Monica, what was it like for you when you signed?
Oh man, I felt like I was dreaming. I could not believe that was happening. It literally felt like a dream. I had to pinch myself, and I just screamed. I videoed the whole thing and cried and just couldn't believe that everything that we worked for since he was in second grade had come to this moment finally. So it's still surreal. I feel it's just surreal.
Alton, when I haven't done this with you yet, I did it on the phone last night. You picked Houston. Who did you pick Houston over?
My last three schools were Oklahoma State and USC.
How tough a decision was that?
It was really tough. Basically, like how I said, I built relationships with Coach Jinks from USC and Coach Wozniak from Oklahoma State. They're really great people. Super genuine. I feel like they also cared about me as a person.
They believed in you.
And yes, they believed in me as well, and they felt that that they've said multiple times, wherever you go, you're going to be great. And I respect them a lot, and it was really hard telling them that I wasn't going to be able to go to their school.
Who are the other schools